I always, every launch, especially of a new vehicle like this is a test unless things go well, in which case it's a launch. So if things go bad, I reserve the right to revert back to the vehicle assembly building. But I'm going to do one last look at staging. I think that all looks good. Let's do it. Oh, that feels really slow, but okay. Dramatically lifting off the pad. It's going up though. That's good. Okay, we're about to start our gravity turn here, so we'll knock it a little bit that way. It seems like it's not too wobbly and stupid. That's always a good thing. And we'll lock that onto the prograde vector. I want to get this heading right on 90 degrees, but I'll let it sort of settle out a little bit first. It's not bad. A little bit northwards, maybe pitching over a little bit quicker. A little southwards, actually. Sorry. It's always weird with the south on the top of the Navball. Actually, I'm pitching over probably a little bit too much, to be quite frank. So let's try and delay this a little. Looking good so far. Okay, let's lock back onto prograde. 90-degree heading. Get back on 90. There we go. Okay. Okay. Past, I think, the scariest part of this. I don't know if we're officially past max Q, but I think I'm going to call it being past max Q. Now I'm going to watch my time to apoapsis and begin reducing my throttle a little bit once we get around 45 seconds. There we go. 45 seconds to apoapsis. Reduce that throttle. Want to try and keep this time to apoapsis about a constant. Okay. Okay. I think she's okay. We shall see if she's okay. Hello there, I speak whaley. Okay, sorry. I think I'm getting a little bit punch happy here. A little punch drunk. A little bit of flamey things happening there. Probably pitched maybe a smidge low, but I think it's okay. Should be okay. The flamey effects are always a little much, I think, in this game. Okay, where's my... I gotta watch my main. I'm gonna be losing this main booster very, very soon. So I gotta be ready on that. Okay. On to the Poodle engine. We'll throttle up because that Poodle engine is quite a bit weaker than the mainsail that preceded it. We're probably a little low in the atmosphere, as you can tell from this, but... And a temperature gauge. Hopefully it should be okay. I think it's over. It should be overbuilt. I'm gonna stick with my overbuilt theory. I can actually reduce throttle here a little bit. I can see my time to apoapsis kind of creeping up. I want to keep that from getting too far ahead of me. You really kind of want to ride the apoapsis, because that puts a lot of this energy, now that we're burning very close to being horizontal, it puts that energy into raising that periapsis, which is what you really, really want to do. Okay, I'm going to stop reducing the throttle and just let this ride. Okay, where's my... I'm eager to get rid of this fairing, I think, because I think it's a lot of weight with that fairing. Oh, I don't think I think it's still on confetti deploy. I usually change these to, what do you call it, clamshell deploy, but I think I didn't. I don't recall doing it anyway. So let's get ready to stage this fairing. I'm also watching my apoapsis. Oh no, I think we're okay. We're okay. That apoapsis is going to start creeping up. I should have pitched up. I'm just realizing that too, but I think it's a little late for that. Boom! And Gonna go a little past 80 kilometers on this apoapsis. There, 84-ish. We're very, very low in the atmosphere, so you can see we are still got some drag associated with us. In fact, let's give it a little more juice. But on the upside, our periapsis is already out of Kerbin's surface. So we'll just time warp out of this draggy bit. Should have pitched up a little earlier when I realized I was going low. But I didn't. But I should have. You put the lights on. Oh, whoa, whoa. I need more. My apoapsis is almost back into the atmosphere. Yep, watch the Apo just came up. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, I am so... I let it get too low. I let it get too close to the horizontal. That all said, like, we're almost done this insertion. So it might feel like everything was super wasteful, but in fact, it's going to be hardly anything to do the final insertion. We're almost out of the atmosphere. It's going to take a little while. So it's okay, and I still got, what, 3,108 meters per second left in this thing? And I was budgeting more in the 2870 range, so I think we're fine. And that was, again, over budgeting, as I always do. Okay. We are now officially out of the atmosphere. I'm noticing all of the... That's not my... Oh, Valentina's a level 2 pilot now. Look at you. Why am I taking you to the moon? I should have taken one of my level 1s. Oh, well. So we'll just do a little bit of... a little burn here. And despite all that commotion, that's pretty much 80 by 80, so I'm happy with that. Look at that. Lock to normal. Valentina. Oh my gosh. I also, you might have noticed, turned down the gimbal limit on the Poodle engine because I find it shaking around all the time annoying. Okay. Let's set off for the moon. We'll turn off everything. This has become a pretty routine exercise. Slow down. Okay. So I'm gonna be going for... Let's see here. Back on the maneuver. A lot of people don't notice this, but you can select the maneuver from down here, which is clearly very nice. We're going to go into a prograde orbit. I'll do a correction because... that's good enough. Stop being so picky. So we'll go into, I'll aim this at 12, but we'll probably put some sort of inclination on this. Now I'm going to go into the cheat menu. Just to show, there is a show your biomes option on the cheat menu, which I only learned a few weeks. So it's showing all the biomes on the moon. It doesn't tell you, they're all color-coded to be different. Now I want to land in the northeast basin, polar lowlands. These, I'm pretty sure, are polar lowlands. That's the North Crater or something like... I think this is the Northeast Basin here. Or the Highland Craters, which are all of these dark dudes, or are they Midland Craters? I don't know. I'm thinking these are Highland... I don't know. Or I could land in, oh yeah, polar lowlands. I think what I'm going to do is I'll increase my inclination and go up to here. So let's turn the biomes off. I'm gonna cheat it. This is the Northern Basin. We're gonna land up in here. I've been up here. I've been there before. I landed over here thinking that was the Northern Basin, and I was completely wrong. So that's why I'm cheating now. Okay, let's do this thing. So if I got this planned all right in my hastiness, this guy should carry us almost all the way to the landing, and we're going to ditch it just before we get to the landing. That is going to be the plan. Put it right on the maneuver node there. Yeah, there's a... yeah, the game should be a little kinder when it comes to... I don't like the whole hunting out biomes all the time. I find when before I learned about that cheat, I used to just look up biome maps online anyway, which is essentially the same thing, so you might as well do it in game. Of course, you can get mods like ScanSat, which map biomes for you, which is really cool. But I said I was going to make this pretty much a stock game, so anything that's not stock parts, I'm not going to include. And off we go. Speaking of Parallax, it's mentioned that I Love Soup mentions that because Kyle Flatten was asking about the mod that adds the trees. That is the Parallax mod. And speaking of the Parallax mod, it may be a mod I am like 80% of the way to getting rid of Parallax. Not because it doesn't look fantastic, it certainly does. But I noticed with the last stream when I was going around looking for a baobab tree, especially once I activated the scanner arm, that the OBS saw it looked fine on my screen, but I know in the stream it looked terrible. And it started getting very, very laggy, and I'm pretty sure it's OBS really struggling with, I should pay attention to what I'm doing, but really struggling with Parallax. And I'm going to see if the same thing happens when we go and land on the moon and go around with the rover. And if it does, I might have to say, Parallax, I'm sorry, but you're gone. As awesome as you are. And again, it looks good on my screen, but I think it's the OBS software that I use for the streaming that... Oh my gosh. There we go. I think it's the OBS software that I use for the streaming that struggles a little bit with rendering that much detail. That's my theory anyway. Hello, Mongo. I'm glad you made it. It's okay if you're late. This is a drop-in type of situation. Okay, what are we doing here? We're doing a mid-course correction. I'm already kind of heading southward, so let's do more southwards. Like that. So I want to get up. Here, let's cheat again. Let's turn on the biomes. There we go. So I'm gonna my target is landing up in here. I'm pretty darn sure that's the Northern Basin. And if it's not, it's not. But so what I want to do is where's that maneuver node? Is I want to pull this and probably pull it. Well, let's do it from here. Oh, that was too much. So that my trajectory after I get my capture is inclined enough that it's going to go over the Northern Basin. And that's pretty darn close there. Maybe a little... Oh, no, south I'm going. South. There we go. Just like that. We'll still bring this in. Actually, should I have done that with radial? That might have been more efficient to do that with retrograde. Or prograde. Yeah, it's easy. I think it's better to do that with prograde. A little less on the normal. Oh no, maybe not. That's, I think, looking pretty good. Just bring in that periapsis down. About 12. If you line up, see how there's the incoming trajectory and the outcoming trajectory. If you line them up, that looks pretty good. I like it. I like it. And then we'll go for our landing. Remember, the moon does rotate, of course, which actually should probably go back this way now that I'm thinking about that. The moon does rotate. So, but it is showing the moon in the state that it would be. Where is my... Okay, I just lost my... That's what happens when I talk at the same time as I do this. It does show the moon in the state that it would be when you enter in the moon's SOI. It's showing. So, like, it's not like it's going to take us a day to get out there and this thing is going to be there. No, this is where this is when we enter into the moon's SOI. So if I have it so that if the moon rotates a little bit more, I think that's good right there. I'm going to stick with that. Which is really nice that the game does that. Shows you the state of things when you enter the SOI if you are viewing it from over here. Okay. Off. Biomes off because I find you annoying. Reminds me I'm not cheating. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. And I'll read through the chat. I see a few things there. Oh, this is a 0.8 second burn, so we're going to reduce this throttle a lot. There we go. That's better. Okay. Oh, I'm being asked a question about doing the moon course contract. How do you suggest doing it? Do you have a tutorial for using the moon to help with the ejection? To go, so you got to go by the moon and Mimus and Eve. Oh boy. Trying to hit moon, Mimus, and then Eve in one trajectory, I think is really not a good plan. All you have to do is enter the SOIs and leave the SOIs again. So I wouldn't worry too much about doing it in one big trajectory thing. And you don't have to do it like Moon, Mimus, Eve either. You could do them in whatever order you like. So what I would probably do is maybe play with using the moon to get the ejection part of it and get out heading towards Eve. That probably shouldn't be too bad to do it. I don't have a tutorial on it, I'm sorry. Or you can simply get a capture of the moon, leave the moon sphere of influence, and then, you know, here, let's do this burn. And then go to the Eve, and then on the way back, try and get a capture around Kerbal, and then hit, after you get your capture around Kerbal, then hit Mimus, or in another order. I wouldn't try and do it in one big thing. Quite frankly, and I know this is going to feel like a cop-out, I probably wouldn't have taken the contract. Because that contract's harder than it initially seems. But I wouldn't do it in one big gravity-assisty thing. I would get captures, leave, come back. That's the easiest way, I think, to do it. Okay, anyway. That's the far side basin, not the northern basin. It is... What? Okay, well, we're going to do it with what we do now anyway. Okay, let's warp to here. By Kerbal. So I'm being told that's the far side basin, not the northern basin. Well, that's not fair. Well, we're gonna get our capture. We're in a nicely inclined orbit, so we will be going over a lot of different biomes. We'll try and work this out, as it were. Okay, let's just enter into the moon's SOI here. We'll do our capture. There we go. Okay, that still looks good here. We'll get our capture and then we'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. Now, to be honest, I don't think it's that important to actually be in the biomes that are suggested. I think it's completely... there's moonstone and craters and junk everywhere, so I don't think it's a big deal if I don't go in the biome they suggest. I just thought it would be fun to try. I mean, I didn't last time I did this. Okay. Alright, let's get the capture. Just gonna try and position this a little bit more friendly for solar panels and the like. Where are you, Moon? There you are. Okay, F5. Quick save, thank you. Just as I was in the process of quick saving. I would always recommend quick saving before time warping. If you're anything like me, I mess up time warps all the time. Let's put that thrust limiter back up. 16-second burn. Here, we can get a little closer again. So, okay, we'll take a look at the situation, whether that's... We'll see. We'll pick a biome. We'll make this work one way or the other. Yeah. We're going to put this on the surface one way or the other before this stream is done. I'm just sort of looking at the time, and I'm thinking that's probably going to be the climax of this, is putting this down on the surface. And then we'll use next episode to put together that rover next week. I always say next episode, but the next stream. Put together that rover, see what we can find, and get their Kerbals home. So here we go. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, go. And I think I've lost my engine sounds. Oh, maybe not. I can just hear it. I lock that on retrograde. That doesn't need to be. Okay. Reduce throttle. Looking at my orbital parameters there. Good enough. Good enough. You have quick saving in your KOS scripts, John. That is very good idea. Okay. So we'll just sort of, again, we're in the shade here, but we're in the shadow of the moon, but we won't be for long. Oh, I never extended my antenna. I should do that. 0. There we go. That should give us a nice connection. And by the way, I do have my pride and joy is my lovely relay network. Right now I got a direct connection, but very, very happy with my relay network there. Anyway, that can come off. So we shouldn't have any trouble with communication, that's for sure. So let's pick ourselves a biome. So I'm being told, and actually we'll be coming over it, so we'll find out one way or the other. But if I make the biomes visible, that this here is not the northeast. Oh, I want the northeast basin. Okay, let's find out what that is. So we have that. This, this could be this is a basin-y type of thing, isn't it? That looks very basin-like. Okay, well, let's do a little bit of exploration here. Let's see. So, I'm over the twin craters, I think, right now. UVA report. There we go. Twin craters. Good job, Bob. Store that. I could also... I'm thinking those are Highland craters there. I can also do probably... Oh, board bomb. I could probably also do a material study, because this is only... maybe the third time? Oh, yeah. I've been here a few times. Okay, 0.8 science. I'm not sure that was worth it, but I'm going to do it anyway. 0.4 science from the goo. All the rest of the science we've exhausted. So I'm just going to time warp here and take a look at... It looks like we're just missing whatever this biome is here. We'll try and see if we can catch it. Bob. This is what I find the easiest, is just do an EVA report. Ah, lowlands. I think I'm just missing that biome. Okay, we'll do a little bit of exploring and see if we can find out what biomes are what here. I'm really interested in what this is up here. And it's big. It's a nice big target. And it's on the light side, which is nice. Oh, here we go. If this is a Highland crater, I can aim for one of these too. It's either a Highland crater or a Midland crater. I always get them mixed up. Why use cheats? I'm a cheater. I'm a cheater. The one thing I would, like, honestly, I could pretend I'm not doing this and just bring out a... What am I doing? Let's just do this. EVA. Is this a highland crater? This is a midland crater, you stinker. That's not what I want. I mean, as I mentioned, I could just download a map. Or not, just have that on the screen, just a biome map. That's what I usually do. I think it's unreasonable to sit there and not have a map of where you're going. That's just me. Okay, what biome are we in? This is the far side basin, and I need the northeast basin. Oh well, we'll grab this. That's at least something. Okay, so this is the far side basin, and I want the northeast basin, which must be this. So what we're going to do, let's turn that off again. So what are the highland craters then? If that was a midland crater, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to drive myself crazy. Yep. Let's turn off the biome map. So there's a basin around here, so we're going to hang around for a few days. That's okay, it's just some time warping. We're going to time warp. And if I was playing this as my own game, I would be going through the effort of putting, like, what you call it, ScanSat. I would install ScanSat in my own game and make biome maps in-game. I would much prefer to do that, but like I said, I was going to keep this stockish, so I didn't do that. Okay, am I coming close? No, it's here. Gosh darn it. So it's this region here that I think I'm interested in. It is. Okay. So this region here. So what we're going to do is we're going to time warp just a little bit more. It's going to... We're just barely north enough, really. Oh, boy. We're going to go for it. I think I need to actually adjust my trajectory just a little bit. I'm going to try and land right around here. That's going to be my goal. Right around there. I think I'm going to have to bring my trajectory up a smidge. That's okay. A little further. Okay, put it on retrograde. Bring my periapsis down. Watch that I'm not... I like coming in pretty low on these. And then I'm going to come... This is where I'm going for my landing spot. So I'm going to come to about a quarter of a rotation. So about here-ish. And we're going to aim radially up. Not radially up. What am I talking about? Positive normal is what I'm talking about. And we're just going to bring our trajectory up here. Just like so. That wasn't too much fuel. In fact, I got a feeling I'm going to be throwing away fuel anyway. Alright. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Things are going to get tense very soon. Let's put it on to free mode. I like that better with the ground below me. I'm going to put that on terrain. I'm going to put this on surface. Going to roll this so that the blue is up. Always find that helps me out. Let's get ourselves closer. At least you're not in the dark, says Mark. 100%. I am hoping. I don't know if I can see Kerbin. Oh, for goodness sakes! Last time I fell into an eclipse and things went not just dark but black. And I'm just looking. It's coming. It's coming. I hate the moon. It's coming. We should be on the surface before, I think. Alright. Here, where are we? Where are we? Okay, right here is where I'm going for. So let's get past this crater ridge. Oh, it won't let me time warp any quicker anymore. Okay, cut that. Hello, Nicola. Sorry, I am actually really... I think you have a nice comment there, but I actually can't really read and respond too well to it because I am in the middle of a tense situation. You don't mess around during power landings, that's for sure. Just started playing KSB and I really like your work on YouTube. Well, thank you very much. I much appreciate it. Alright, yeah, now constantly looking at the sun. It's going to go in behind Kerbal. Okay, so I want to get into this north whatever basin. I'm pretty sure we're not there yet. Oh, we might be pretty close. Bob, go out and look. Where are we? Moon's lowland still, Bob says. Okay. Gotta be pretty close. Knock off a little more speed here. More speed knocking off. Cause I think I'm said I was gonna come around here. More speed. Lose speed, lose speed. Okay. There we go. Okay, Bob's gonna take one more look. EVA report. Moon's northeast basin! Okay, get inside, Bob. I'm sure Neil and Buzz did exactly that. Is this where we want to land? Buzz, go out and take a look. Okay, I'm going to go right here. Right before we get to this crater in this little zone here. That's my goal. So we're just killing off. What do we got? Still got 460 meters per second in this stage. So I think I'm pretty good. So I'm just killing off horizontal velocity. I want to stop before I get to this crater. Oh, full throttle. Come on. Okay. We are falling. Oh, who's kidding who? We were falling all this time we were falling. Okay, so I'm going to do one more quick save here, and then things are serious. Okay, let's get the... this right on top of it, so we're going straight down. So I still got 87 meters per second left in that stage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock off what I can while I'm still fairly high, and then go to the next stage. But I don't want to wait to the last moment because things will get too hairy. Here, let's kill. Pretty much, okay, stage, gear. And we'll aim a little this way. I purposely kind of put the retrograde vector off of the top so that we won't land right on top of our... Okay, I'm losing track. Okay, come on, ground. Slow down. Okay, we're okay. I think. There we are! Oh, look at that! Right beside our tank here. Okay. SAS off. I'm very, very happy with that. Didn't even manage to not really land. We're getting a little bit of leg stress. Can I change these? Spring strength. Just seeing a lot of... a lot of kind of wobbling there. Damper strength. Change that up too. Let's make these things a little stiffer. There we go. Okay. We are down. Oh, I should have put these ladders on to action group. I just didn't. What I do have here is I just wanted, before I do that, to get into mission control, mostly because I saw this contract, Explore Mimus. Probably not going to explore Mimus today, though. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do after we're back from the moon, and that'll probably be before the stream is done, so I still got to figure that part out. But I do have a land on Mimus and walk on Mimus contract, but it was going to expire in 26 minutes, and if I waited till after I was done the whole moon mission, that would have been gone. So I'm going to take that one, and let's see what else. Ooh, recover Isidred and Isidred's Hulk from orbit of the moon. I also bring some green, that's from Miss, I'll grab that. But I like this recover some debris type of contract. I don't want to do any more of these satellite repair type of contracts. Do a simple scan with a rover arm on the moon's large crater. Oh, I'm sitting on the moon with the simple rover arm, so that could be very convenient to grab some free science right now. Science data, I'm at my max of 7. Okay, so maybe this recover one, well, it's a day. Okay, I'm at my max of 7, so I got to get out of here anyway. Okay, let's get to the moon. Let's get to the moon. I just wanted to very quickly grab some stuff while we are on. It should be a lander. Let's turn all the rest of this off. Lander. Munar 4, sitting on the surface of the moon. Let's do it. Okay, now right away, for people that are used to watching this stream, I got some explaining to do, is that I have removed Parallax from the mix. So Parallax is no longer, are my lights off for some reason? It sure feels like they are. There we go. I have removed Parallax from the mix. Parallax puts in all kinds of terrain scatter. This is the stock terrain scatter. The reason being is OBS just simply couldn't keep up with the render. I discovered that when I went hunting for a baobab tree a couple of weeks ago, and I thought before I put this rover together and start going around, I'm going to just take Parallax out of the mix. So I'm sorry for people that are big fans of that mod. It looks great, and it works great when I'm not streaming, but yeah, OBS just doesn't seem to like it, or at least I couldn't get it to like it. On the other side of the fence, though, I did add a couple new mods. I added in Distant Object Enhancement, which not render, but at least visualizes. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I think I'm starting to see. Ah, there we go. That's what it's doing. You can see Eve, you can see Duna. We got something down there. So that's kind of neat. What's up here? Moho. So, and I think it renders crafts at a further distance. Not renders them, but at least puts them in. I don't know. Whatever. We'll find out what it does. And I also put in a mod I should have put in a long time ago, which was Planet Shine. So those mods are in there as well. The other thing I have to fess up to is if you look at this really closely, specifically this, which is the stage that was below this thing that we crashed onto the moon, doesn't look quite the same, because in my juggling of mods, I ended up messing up a little bit and had to re-land this thing from the exact same place I was at. It actually had an autosave a little bit before I landed, so I had to go and do the re-landing, but this thing didn't quite land the same way. So we are in the same place. Just to show you, we're at the bottom end of the northern basin, actually not too far from where I've done my previous Munar 3 landing as well. So it's all the same function practically, but things are a little different. But what I need to do actually is collect science, of course. So we have a crew report. I am in the northern basin, good, and we'll collect all the science that we have to collect. I got to reset this stuff. There should be science. Oh, I know. Did I? Sometimes I build things and I forget what I build. All the science is stowed in here. Okay, I must have thought about putting it on the rover. I don't know. I don't make sense sometimes. Let's get out, plant the flag. So Valentina, you can be our first person. Actually, no, she's really the fourth person. She's the only original 4 who has not yet stepped onto the moon's surface. So we'll get her out. We'll do the rest of our science. We'll get her to plant our flag. So plant the flag. Alright, so Munar 4. Finally, I get a turn to be here. Because everybody else of the original 4 has been here already, just not Valentina. Okay, Bob. Bob's also got some science collecting to do. Let's see, we'll take some data from here. Take the data from here. And conduct another material study. Now, I don't know. No, it is biome specific down here. 100 science, that's right. Collect that again as well. Okay. Poor Val. Alright, but I'm eager to get that moon thing built. Okay, we have ourselves obviously a surface sample to do and an EVA report to do. I honestly think this is the cheap way to get the flying over. Oh yeah, of course. He's cancel that. I think he did the EVA report flying over, but I'll check that in just a little bit. Let's collect that mystery goo that's up here in a very inconvenient place. Whoa. Okay, that was feeble. Let's try that again. Try that again, Bob. I should have put... It's nice to put a little bit of a... Collect. Restore. He's stuck there. Oh, perfect. It's nice to put a little ladder piece there. That would have been the smart thing for me to do. But did I... Don't break the antenna. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bob's making a hashtag. There we go. Okay. So store what you got. I think that's good. And just going to do a quick check. If you jump, he's now flying. Did I do an EVA fly? Oh, I did not. Space just above. Well done, Bob. Oh, maybe I did actually. It might still be stored in there. We'll find out very soon. It was all okay. So, okay, that was dumb. Review report. He's already done this. So, trash it. There we go. Alright, Bob's down. Oh, this looks so dull now without the parallax, but I don't know. Getting the game to run well is, I think, is a better thing to do. Okay, and now we're going to get Bill, our engineer. Both Bob and Bill have been on the surface before. And actually, why don't I... Can he do the construction from here? He sure can. Let's get this science equipment. I don't know why I thought I'd put it on the rover. It makes... Because I don't think I'm going to take the time to drive to another biome. So we're just going to... and a thermometer. What else we got down here? Is that it? Other than what's going to go on the rover? I think that's it. We also have some of the deployable stuff. We'll do that too. Okay. That's enough for now. Should just put it on the ship. Okay, Bob. A little bit more science for you to do, buddy. Just noticing I'm not... Did I have some music? Oh, I have music going. Yep. Seems very quiet. Can you do it from here? Okay, log seismic data, 80 science, pressure data. Oh, we can't reach it. Ah, oh, silly. Silly. Don't tell my boss I'm watching this. I won't tell if nobody else will. And up we go. Oh, he's stuck again. Log and temperature. Take. And if it turns out that there's a biome really close by, I'll put this on the rover too, but honestly, I don't really think it's worthwhile. Unless you can do that. Hello, Poods. Glad you can make it. Good afternoon to you too. Okay, we're going to stow this away. And we'll start... Come down the quick way. Okay. So, let's get on Bill. We're going to start by deploying our science stuff. So we're going to get Bill. This is the, yeah, let's start with the... Bill has to give up his parachute, and we're going to start with the control unit. We're going to deploy that. Oh, he has to also give up his EVA pack. Okay. So... and this can be deployed pretty much anywhere. So, yep, you hit the little down arrow and just space, right, to place the part. There we go. And then he needs to get himself a set of solar panels. I like just hitting the little construction tab because it just opens up all the nearby menus rather than clicking on here and looking for stuff. Where is that? Solar panels, those are these guys. Again, Bill gets that. It's important for the engineer to deploy the solar panel. I don't think it matters who deploys this, but for the solar panels, it matters that it's an engineer, and for the science equipment, it matters that it's a scientist. Okay, let's grab that. Oh, don't grab it. Hit the little down arrow. There we go. And just put that down. Have I ever made a single station to land and return from every moon and planet? I've not done. I had one series where I landed on every moon and planet, but with separate vessels, never with the same one. And yeah, I'm not going to do that either. It doesn't sound like fun. What am I doing? I'm losing track of what I'm doing. Bob's got to grab that last of that equipment. That's what we're doing. So we're going to open up our cargo. That's our contract, silly. We'll look at that soon. Our cargo stuff. Bob's got to get rid of his parachute as well. He's got to get rid of his EVA pack. And he needs the... it's the seismic McBob. Bob's getting the seismic McBob. I'll identify what it really is called in just a little bit, but that's our new science equipment. You just place it. We'll watch the... I do like all the little animations that go with this. The Grand Slam passive seismic accelerometer, or seismometer. So that collects seismic data. I also have the goo, deployable goo stuff, but personally, here, we got to turn this stuff all on. So Bill's going to turn on the solar panels. He's on the wrong side of it. I do have the goo one, but it's already deployed somewhere else, and it's not biome specific. I suppose if I brought a goo and deployed it, it would be collecting that goo quicker. There it is, F to interact. But I didn't bother bringing it. It'll collect everything eventually. So we'll turn on the solar panels. There we go, and it's enabled. It should be producing power. Maybe I need to hook everything else up first too. So turn this thing on here. I should have, this should all work. I'm always dubious with this. Oh, here we go. Yeah, power needed. Power available too, and it's 2 because this thing is also on here. So let's see here. Bob, can you turn on that guy? Interact. Oh, Bob's very gentle with it. Yes, that's very nice. Okay, so it is collecting science at a rate of 45%. I don't know what that means, but it has the power that is required to do it. It says power. Basically, look at this power state, and if it says power, then everything is good. Okay, so that part is working. Now it is time for us to make a rover, the passive seismic. I think the joke with the passive seismic is that to really do a seismic, you know, what you're doing is you're collecting the sound waves. You're measuring the sound waves. Oh, now I got too many things there. I'm on Bill. You're measuring the sound waves as they pass through the planet or moon or whatever. Look at the dust coming up. But for that, you need some sort of seismic event, right? Like something hitting the moon or that kind of thing. But they aren't going to make us do that. So instead they go, no, this is the magic passive seismic device size. Okay, we need. Okay, open up your construction menu. What we need to start with is the ground anchor right here. So Bill needs himself a ground anchor. So to get started with any kind of construction, it very much helps to have the ground anchor. Now, I've messed this up with the ground anchor because it's really... Here, let's close this. Let's get a little bit away because we're going to build our room. This gives you your starting point, your starting node for your build. And you don't just take it and put it down. That doesn't work. You'll just drop it with that. What you got to do is hit, just like I did with this stuff, hit the little down arrow and then just place it. Right? So it doesn't matter where I put it, and then go space, and if these bolts should engage with the ground. There they go. If that doesn't happen, you haven't put it down right. So that's now a node that Bill can use to start putting on other things. So let's see. His reach is pretty... Oh, he's got to get closer. There he is. Okay. So the next piece of this is a decoupler. So, whoa, that is a... Maybe it's not that big. It is that big. I put on a big... Do I not have a small decoupler? I don't think I do. Okay. Big decoupler. And you want to put it on upside down. No, you don't. Wait a minute. No, you want to keep it attached to that. So he's going to attach that there. And then from there, we're going to put on our Rove body. And all the same shortcuts and functions that exist in the... No, I'm doing this. I know what I want to do. Take this off, Bill. I want to put on a cubic strut first. Like so. And then I'm going to put on the decoupler. And that gives me a little bit of clearance for the wheels. That's what that's about. There we go. And then we'll decouple this, and then hopefully everything will be okay. I'm a little bit concerned in that I'm not sure I ever turned down the force on that decoupler, so this might go shooting in the air, which might be entertaining. We'll see what happens. Okay, so let's get back here. We'll put on some wheels. Looks to me like these are... Why are they being weird like that? Are they in a... I think they're in a retracted position. Can you... Interesting. Okay, let's get a Communitron on here. I was thinking I should be able to retract them from here, but it doesn't seem so. Let's put a Communitron. I got a logic behind all this. Oh, I don't. Okay, let's put on a command seat. We're going to get this to work one way or another. Let's put the snap on. Oh, maybe that's the problem with the wheel is the snap isn't on. Put on two-way symmetry. I don't think I can put on two-way symmetry, but what I can do is click that about here-ish, and then you got the same rotate tools and all that kind of stuff. I want it to obviously be standing upwards, and it would be awfully nice if it wasn't clipped into there. Okay, Val. More lights. Yeah, well, there's lights in there too. We'll definitely get some lights. Okay, Valentina is going to get in the command seat. There's something up with that wheel, and I want to find out what's up with the wheel. Because the wheel looks like it's retracted, and I might have packed it in the retracted position. So what I want to do is get somebody in the command seat. Board. Okay, now that this is controllable, I should be able to, there it is, extend that. See, it was in the retracted position, so that's why it looked kind of funny. Okay, let's get back on to Bill. This is going to be interesting with all the flipping. There we go. And let's put on the other wheels, and then we'll get them right. So, okay, is there... I am on Bill. Try again. Usually you can just... Why can't I grab this? Okay. Oh, I got to be on the place tool. I'm still on the move tool. Is that what it is? That's what it is. Okay, I'm just going to stick these all on here. And then we're going to go look for Val again. There we go. And we're going to extend each of these. And then place them on proper like. Can I focus my view? Yeah, aim camera here. Perfect. All right. Okay, let's get this rotate tool. And all I'm interested in is getting this thing to work. Might not necessarily be perfect or pretty. Well, we'll get it to be as pretty as we can. Slide this down. Get the wheels to be, if you do them, well, I got me a feeling, yeah, get them a little higher than that. I have me a suspicion that the moment I decouple this, this thing is going to go in the air anyway. Okay, and the next one. Now I can see what I'm doing a little better. And over on the other side. And right here. Honestly, like this construction mode is like the best thing they ever added in this game. I think it's awesome. Okay, I'm going to, as a test, let's close this. Afternoon, Slush Puppy, glad you can make it. And I'll warn people right away, when I'm building, I find it so hard to look at the chat at the same time. So I shall do my best, but I do sort of miss stuff. Okay, so I'm going to put on SAS. I'm a little nervous. Here, let's control from here and control point up. Because I got a feeling once I decouple this, this thing's going to go way in the air. Well, did I save? I think I forgot to. Oh, and the SAS went off. Of course it did. Oh, there's no reaction wheels on this thing. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, we're having some fun with physics. Oh, 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 gosh. I did put reaction wheels on this. Okay, Val's gone. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Oh, no. What blew up? The command seat blew up. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Well. Oh, dear. I should have put the reaction wheels on first. Before I did that, I forgot that there are no reaction wheels in this thing. So I have no control on this at all. I have nothing. Okay. Stop. Brakes on, brakes on, brakes on. Brakes on. Okay. Okay. All right. I should have put the brakes on a long time ago. Can I... Yeah, there's no reaction wheels. Can I drive? Okay, so we lost the command seat and all that. But I think I might be able to make that work. Okay. And Val seems okay. Okay. We'll live with that.